For serious YouTubers, save time and money with TubeBuddy, the premier tool used at geekoutdoors.com. Get more done today by checking out the affiliate link in the description area below.
Hey, welcome to another episode of geekoutdoors.com. So today I want to talk about how nobody cares what operating system you use. Now, I know this is a very sensitive subject for some people, especially people in the Linux community. But what I want to do here is basically express why nobody cares and why it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's go ahead and give some general overall characteristics, or in some cases, stereotypes of the typical operating system users for each platform. Let's go ahead and start right off with Linux. With Linux, in general, it's going to be people who are pro open source, way against proprietary software, and how everything, for the most part, should be free and open source to everyone, and how you are free from the man, in this case, Microsoft and Apple. And secondly, we have the Windows users, or the PC master race, where basically, if you are a serious PC user or you want to get work done or actually be a gamer, then you're going to only have one option, and it's going to be on Microsoft's Windows platforms. And of course, everything runs on that. And then the final one are Apple Mac users. Basically, form over function. And that's the most I have to say about that. And so why I say that nobody cares is, honestly, if you think about 99% of the almost 8 billion people in this world, most of them have really no idea what they're using most of the time. And even if you did tell them the difference between Windows and Mac, at the end of the day, they don't care. You know, they just want to use whatever programs or applications on their particular computer. And that's it. You know, about the only people who really get into this seriously are usually the people who are heavily into the community or fanboys and fangirls. Okay. Now, of course, there's always going to be brand loyalty as well, especially when it comes to Apple Mac users. Now, the reason why I said where first and foremost, nobody cares about your operating system, and the second part of it is why it doesn't matter, is because the only person that it should really matter what operating system you use is you. So I myself, I do not use an operating system because of, other people using it. I don't use it because whether it's proprietary or open source. I use it because it works for me. It works for what I need in my life. And I don't like to follow the crowd one way or another. I just use whatever works best for me. And my stance on operating systems, on basically software in general, is it's a tool. Like many other tools that you have access to, I want the freedom to choose whatever I need. Okay, so if I need to do some stuff that I can't do in Linux, I'm going to use a Windows machine or a Mac machine and vice versa. Okay, obviously my platform of choice is Linux because it gives me everything that I need and it gives me the most freedom to do what I want. However, for some people, that might not be the case. Maybe for them, an Apple Mac ecosystem gives them the most things that they need and gives them the most freedoms for the type of person that they are. Or maybe some person will prefer Microsoft Windows because there's so many things that are on Windows that are not available on other platforms, especially if it's very specific, applications, business applications, or even multimedia applications. A lot of those are built for the Windows desktop platform because obviously it is the most popular desktop operating system in the world. Now, obviously, as we're going towards more of an internet age where most of us just use our internet browser, this won't matter in the future. I have done an episode on this before where in the future operating systems won't matter. But the whole point of it is, we could get very passionate about our operating systems. But at the end of the day, if it doesn't work for you, then it doesn't really matter what other people think. And that is it for this episode. If you had any thoughts on any of these operating systems or any of the flame wars that goes on to this, or maybe your own reasons why you chose the operating system that you did, be sure to leave it in the comments area below. And as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to subscribe. And if you wanted to support my channel further, you could do that at patreon.com/geekoutdoors.
Thanks for checking out this episode. And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And for full written content, audio content, and additional geek stuff, head over to geekoutdoors.com. And I'll see you outdoors on the very next episode.